Welcome to Steph's Creations, and today I'm going to show you how I made this amazing star wand to go with our Glinda costume or any costume that needs a star wand. Like, look at this, it is so cute. But before we get into the video, remember all the supplies are in my Amazon storefront link in the description, and if you choose to recreate this, don't forget to tag me on social media. I want to sing your praises because I already know it's amazing. Or you can just follow me there and say hi. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get to the video. We are going to begin with cutting out our stencil, and the stencil will be in the description below. So we're just going to cut out our star wand stencil first. Once it's cut, I use the stencil to trace onto a piece of cardboard, and once it's all traced out, I start cutting that piece of cardboard so the star can be cut out. And we are going to do the same thing onto this ABS plastic. I know I've been talking about how I do not like this ABS plastic, but I would say for this star wand, it is necessary. You do want a stronger piece of plastic for this one. But yeah, so I'm just going to cut it out, and we're going to go on to the next. So on that, using that ABS plastic, I am going to start tracing out the lines that were on the stencil that we use. So you're just literally connecting one corner to another corner. So you need 2 star pieces, and you're going to have to trace the lines on both of the stars. And once those lines are traced out, you're going to cut the triangles following those lines, and you're going to want to cut all of them out, and you want to keep them to the side so you can now hot glue and puzzle piece them together. So I ended up cutting a star out of a silver cardstock, and what I did was I hot glued the silver piece of cardstock and I hot glued the puzzle piece of the star, and I had to hold that piece until the hot glue hardened so it can stay in place and give it a 3D shape. So you do want it to be very careful with it. Make sure you do hold it in place until the hot glue has solidified, so it can keep that good 3D shape. And I do use a cardstock because on one star, because I am going to have to cut out one portion where the stick will go. I'll show you that later. And so I do the same onto the other star, but I use the cardboard for one star, and one star has the cardstock on it. But there you go. Here's your 2 stars. And now we are going to have to sandwich a stick between the stars, and you can see how it's gaping. So I am going to show you how I get rid of that gap. So what I did is I ended up heating a strip of Warbler thermoplastic. And again, when it comes to the heat gun, please let an adult handle this part. I know I keep on saying it again and again. It's just a lot. But yeah, I heat up the Warbler plastic and I wrap it around the end of my stick. And I use one edge to wrap it around, and then like I use another end to like make this square part. And I heat up another strip of the Warbler thermoplastic, and I use that to kind of reinforce where the end of the stick is and the beginning of my little square piece that I make. I hope that makes sense. So once that is all nice and like solidified together, I cut a half circle part when it came to the underneath part of the star that was made with the cardstock, so that it could fit onto the stick. So yeah, I'm sorry that there's no footage of that, but yeah, make sure you do that. That is very important. So when it came to the Warbler part, that's going to be our stable stabilizer, I ended up gluing a piece of ABS plastic so it can just give it more stability. And I made sure I trimmed the ABS plastic to the size of the wand so you don't see it at all. But yeah, so I make sure it is lengthwise supporting the wand. And once that's all good to go, I hot glue the ABS plastic part and the Warbler part onto the star piece that's made with card stock with a cutout. And I can fit it on. It slides on really well, like, you know, it fits like a glove. And once that's on there nice and secure, I put hot glue all over the star, all over the Warbler, all over the ABS. I put that hot glue everywhere so that once the cardstock part of the star is on there, it is nice and secure, and I really just sandwich and hold them there, press them there together so I know that they're not coming apart. And yeah, so that is the skeleton of our wand. Look at it. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud of you. If you recreate it, please tag me. It's decoration time, and we are going to use the same stencil, and we are going to trace out a star from the silver cardstock. We're gonna want about, I think, 2 or 3 sheets of paper of the silver cardstock, depending on the size you have. I do have it in the Amazon storefront. But then we're just going to cut it out. We're going to cut 2 star pieces because we have 2 stars on our wand. One for the front and one for the back. So we're going to cut out 2 star pieces. And once that's all cut out, we are going to trace lines. So just corner to corner, just straight lines, using a straight edge to help us, because I can't draw a straight edge freehand. If you can, you know, that's actually a talent, okay? So once that's all traced out, we're going to cut all the triangles up. We're going to cut them up. And once that's all cut, we are going to hot glue the triangles to a corresponding spot onto our star wand. So as I said, we're gonna just hot glue them on. This project is literally like a puzzle, like a star puzzle, where I didn't have anything to go off, but at least y'all have this video to go off to help y'all. But yeah, it's like a, you know, a little star puzzle, triangle to triangle, LOL. If y'all recreate it, please don't forget to tag me. I would like to see y'all's creation. When it comes to the spot where the stick meets the star, you are going to want to cut out a half circle so it can fit there like a glove. So once you cut that, you're just going to slide that in place just like that. Look at it. Look at it. And that's how it should look. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And once that's done, I now paint the stick silver. Pretty simple. Just paint it silver. And look what I'm watching Steven Universe, which that show has stars in it. I love Steven Universe. But yeah, so when it comes to the wand, I am going to use E6000. I do use one that has like the jewelry E6000. And I place that in all the lines of my star wand. And I place rhinestone chains in all of the lines of my star wand. I also place rhinestone chains on all the edges of the wand. So literally anywhere that you see an edge of paper, of cardstock, I place a rhinestone chain there so it covers it up. We don't want to see any edges. And so when it came to like the little gap between the star wands, I put rhinestones there too, rhinestone chains, just put E6000, and I laid rhinestone chains there. And for this part, you are going to have to layer, like, I think I put between 3 and 4 layers the rhinestone chains when it came to the gap between the star wands. So yeah, so be patient. It's going to take some time. But yeah, it's going to come out oh so pretty. It's going to look so cute. I can't wait to see what y'all do. I already know it looks amazing. For the stick part of the star wand, so I cover in sections with E6000, and then I take my rhinestone chains and then I carefully turn the stick. So I turn the wand as I'm carefully guiding the rhinestones like up the wand. So this does take time. Oh my gosh, it takes a lot of time, but I am just carefully doing it. Obviously this is sped up, but I do this in sections. So I just have my rhinestone chains, like a long portion of chains. I place my E6000 on each section, and then I continue to wrap those rhinestones all the way up to the top of the star wand. And once I get to the top part of the star wand, especially in that curvature where the star meets the wand, what I do is now I start laying them chain by chain. So we're not wrapping anymore. We're just laying and cutting them into the E6000. So I lay and I press and cut. Lay, press, and cut. Lay, press, and cut until we got to the tip part where I place this little itty bitty portion of the rhinestone chain into the opening, and I have now closed it and it's all done. Oh my gosh. And when you're all done, it should look like this, unless you choose to customize it in your own special, unique way. And I want to see it. Tag me. Wow, oh my gosh, I know your creation is beautiful because you tagged me in my social media and I'm seeing it and I'm singing your praises and it's amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you choose to recreate it, don't forget to tag me in social media so I can be like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!